Shalom, I'm Nama Rue. This is my husband, Rabbi David Rue. We are getting ready for the New Year holidays, and especially Sukkot, we want to talk about the four species and how do you pick the most beautiful when you are selecting the four species for your practice.
So it says in the pasuk, "V'lekachtem bichem b'yom rishon," and you will take for yourselves in the first day, pre-eitz hadar kapos teparim anav eitz avos v'arvei nachal, the fruit of a beautiful tree, kapos teparim, which means a lulav, a palm branch, myrtles, and willow. Now it only says hadar concerning beautiful by the esrog, but the rabbis learned that this applies to all of the species. It also says l'kachtem b'yom rishon, that you will take on the first day outside of the Beis Hamikdash. It's only on the first day as from Torah law. The rest is rabbinic, and there are some differences here between what's kosher on the first day and the rest of the days. And to remember the temple, we take Zecher L'Mikdash. We take the four species, the Arba Minim, for all the days of Sukkot, except for Shabbos. So all of them are one mitzvah, and all of them should be beautiful. Now, what do we look at to determine what is a beautiful esrog, or a beautiful lulav, hadassim, arabos, and so on? Now, the fact is, I don't want to go over all the psulim, because the vast majority of them, the people that sell them, the people that grow them, go over them many times. And in fact, it's very rare to find something that's actually puzzle. Some of the things that do get through their puzzle, I will talk about, but all of the pasulim I'm not going to talk about. So we're going to start with the lulav and discuss what we're looking for in a lulav. Ideally, the lulav should be fresh and green. This applies both to the base of the lulav and the leaves of the lulav. And there are in fact four parts of the lulav. There's the shidra, the spine, the elim, the leaves, and the te'umes, the twins of the lulav. Now, the spine grows up, and there's always a slight curve on it. You're never going to get a lulav that's completely straight. There's always a slight back curve to the lulav. And if it's bent too much, it would be possible, but I've never seen one outside of, them growing on trees where they're actually that bent. I've never seen a seller have something that's that bent. The leaves have to ideally cover the lulav nicely, so that it's not just the bottom of one leaf coming to the top of one leaf coming to the bottom of the next leaf. The lulav should not be bent in either to the right or to the left. The leaves should be complete. Nothing should be torn out of them or an insect eating something out of them, especially from the point where the shidra, where the spine of the lulav ends and upwards. The leaves should be resting against each other. They shouldn't have begun to separate out into a palm frond like we would use for the schach of a sukkah. The ti'umis at the top should be one and not two. Meaning, if you look at the leaves that grow, they're actually doubled over, and they're attached at the back of the leaf. So at the top, there should be one leaf coming up, not two together. So the top one, that from the end of the shidra, one leaf should grow coming straight up, not two. And that one, ideally, should be sealed all the way to the end. There are one of two things that would posel it. If it's more than a tefach, a handbreadth, say 3 1/3 inches or so, is split opened, or 2.8 according to Rav Chaim Noah. If it's split more than that, that would make it pasul. Or it's a very short leaf at the top, and more than half of it is split. from the end of the spine until the tip of the leaf.
So you wouldn't be able to use it at all?
Right, you wouldn't be able to use it all. If the top of the tumus is broken off, that would also make it invalid, and that's something that happens sometimes in shipping. The lulav should be balanced, meaning it should basically look like a scepter, but it shouldn't be really, really thick and look like a baseball bat or something like that. It shouldn't be extremely thin. The minimum height is 10 tefachim. Whether the 10 tefachim is the length that we expect the shidra to be, the spine of the lulav to be. In times of need, it could, like you have to carry it on a plane or check it in your luggage. A Rav should be consulted, but there are abilities to have it from the tip of the tumus to the bottom. You in certain circumstances that could be. But these are the things that we are looking for a beautiful lulav, one that would be ideal. We will discuss in our next videos all the rest of the Arba Minim and conceivably be able to look at some of the things that you have to look at to understand what the difference between them are. Everyone should have a joyous sukkah, as it says, "V'samachta b'chagacha." You will enjoy your festival. You should enjoy taking your Arba Minim, and you should be in a place where the weather is such that you can live in your sukkah, kein keduro, just like you live in your house. Chag Sameach.